XRP Rich List Psychology. Imagine scrolling through headlines, feeling left behind, while a hidden league quietly builds fortune. You're part of it, even if you don't know yet. Most investors panic at every red candle. They chase every green spike. But the XRP Rich List whispers a different truth. Real wealth is born in patience and conviction. You didn't buy XRP for memes or overnight hype. You bought infrastructure. You held through doubt. You studied while others laughed. That's why you are rich, not because the price soared, but because you mastered the psychology of the market before it mastered you. Today, we uncover the mindset hidden beneath the numbers and reveal why most will never understand what you already know. Stay with me. This is your advantage. Part 1. The psychology most will never see. While millions chase trends on crypto Twitter, only a fraction understand what the XRP Rich List truly represents. It's not just a ranking, it's a mirror. It reflects something deeper than numbers: mindset. When the charts dipped, most ran. When the media mocked XRP, most listened. But you stayed. That decision didn't come from hype. It came from something stronger: belief. The XRP Rich List isn't made of lucky gamblers. It's made of early thinkers, silent builders, people who chose to see through the noise. That's why you are rich, not because of today's price, but because of what you saw when it was unpopular to believe. Most will never make it, not because they can't buy XRP, but because they can't hold when it's hardest. They don't understand the mindset behind the XRP Rich List, but you do, and that's what sets you apart. You don't need validation. You already have proof. On-chain, in mindset, in timing. The world will catch up, but you are already there. XRP Rich List. You are rich, not by chance, but by conviction. Part 2. Why most can't stay on the XRP Rich List. The hardest part isn't buying XRP. It's holding it. Through uncertainty, through silence, through doubt. That's where most fail. That's why most won't make it to the XRP Rich List. You see, the XRP Rich List isn't about how much you have today. It's about what you refused to give up yesterday. While others jumped ship at every dip, you stayed anchored. Not because it was easy, but because you saw value where others saw volatility. It takes emotional strength to hold a position the world calls foolish. It takes clarity to trust yourself when everyone else says sell. But those on the XRP Rich List didn't listen to the noise. They listened to their research, their vision, and their gut. Most people are wired for short-term gratification. They want instant wins, viral coins, fast pumps. But XRP was never about that. And neither is the XRP Rich List. If you're on it, you're already rare. If you understand why you're on it, you're already wealthy, not just in tokens, but in the mindset that few ever develop. You are rich, and the XRP Rich List is your silent reward for seeing through the fear. Part 3. Turning doubt into strength. Every whisper of doubt was a test. When headlines screamed, XRP is dead, most folded. But those who stand on the XRP Rich List use doubt as fuel. You faced questions. Why hold during sideways markets? What if Ripple loses? Yet each doubt you overcame solidified your conviction. That's not luck, it's the power of belief in a vision others dismissed. The XRP Rich List isn't a club of risk takers. It's a league of believers who transformed skepticism into resolve. You are rich, not because the market always cheered you on, but because you learned to turn every doubt into strength. Every dip became an opportunity, every headline a chance to reaffirm your thesis. While retail ran from uncertainty, you leaned in. You studied white papers, tracked institutional moves, and held your ground. This ability to convert fear into action is what separates the XRP Rich List from the crowd. It's proof that you are rich in resilience and foresight, no matter where XRP's price stands today. When others look back and see missed chances, you'll see milestones of growth. And that mindset, rooted in conviction, is the true wealth the XRP Rich List celebrates. XRP Part 4. The psychology of patience. Patience isn't passive. It's power in disguise. The majority can't hold when the noise gets loud. But those on the XRP Rich List mastered the mental game. While others were shaken by red candles, FUD, or headlines, you remained still. Not because it was easy, but because you understood what was coming. The XRP Rich List is more than numbers. It's a psychological badge earned through storms, dips, delays, and silence. You didn't just hold XRP, you held your nerve. That's why you are rich, not only in digital assets, but in mindset. Most investors operate from emotion. They chase green candles and flee at the first red. But the XRP Rich List is made of those who rewired their psychology, trading fear for focus, doubt for discipline. Patience is the currency of legacy. And by staying when others sold, you've proven you're not just in this for profits, you're here for purpose. Your patience is a reflection of your belief in the long-term utility of XRP. Not hype, not trends, but real-world transformation. You didn't need daily headlines to validate your position. You had vision. And that quiet strength is why you are rich. Because real wealth begins in the mind. Part 5. Fear sells, but it doesn't build wealth. Fear is the loudest voice in the market. It's what the headlines use. It's what most investors listen to. But not you. You didn't fold when the market crashed. You didn't panic when XRP faced lawsuits, delays, or doubt. You stood firm. That's why you're part of the XRP Rich List, and that's why you are rich. The truth is, fear sells. It drives clicks, views, and manipulation. But it doesn't build generational wealth. The XRP Rich List isn't full of gamblers. It's full of thinkers, visionaries, and quiet warriors who looked past fear and saw fundamentals. You understood that every drop was temporary. Every lawsuit was noise. Every delay was a filter, separating those who truly believed from those who didn't. And that separation is exactly what formed the XRP Rich List. You didn't need reassurance from the media. You found your confidence in research, in utility, in the evolving global financial landscape that XRP is built for. You knew what others refused to learn, that wealth is built in silence, not in hype. You are rich, not because you followed the crowd, but because you chose the harder path, the patient path, the informed path. And in a world that constantly tries to shake you, your unshakable belief is what sets you apart. The XRP Rich List is a mirror. It reflects the psychology of those who endured, and that's why you belong there. Part 6. Most people sell their future for comfort today. Most will never make it. Not because they couldn't, but because they wouldn't. When fear came, they sold. When doubt crept in, they gave up. But not you. And that's why you are part of the XRP Rich List. That's why you are rich. The majority trades long-term wealth for short-term comfort. They exit too early. They doubt too soon. They want quick wins and ignore quiet foundations. XRP was never about overnight hype. It's about changing the system. And change takes time. The XRP Rich List is built by those who understood that. Every time you held when others exited, every time you studied instead of scrolled, every time you ignored the panic and trusted the mission, you were building something. Not just a portfolio, but a legacy. The truth is, most people don't lack opportunity, they lack patience. They couldn't see that XRP is infrastructure, not entertainment, that it's a long game. And now, with the XRP Rich List tightening, the window is closing. You are rich because you saw what others missed. You stayed while they left. You believed while they laughed. And one day they'll look back and wish they had just waited. But you did. And that's why you are rich. Not just in XRP, but in vision, in mindset, and in discipline. Part 7. The mindset that built the XRP Rich List. Being rich isn't just about numbers. It's about mindset. The XRP Rich List wasn't created by luck. It was built by people who chose to think differently, who didn't follow hype, who didn't flinch when the market crashed, who didn't need external validation to believe in their own research. You are rich because you developed the mindset of the 1%, quiet, patient, strategic. While the 99% chased trends and headlines, you built conviction. You didn't need XRP to moon overnight. You understood its utility, its position, and its time. The XRP Rich List is a collection of people who looked beyond price, who studied RippleNet, ODL, CBDCs, ISO 2022, who knew XRP wasn't just a token, it was infrastructure for a new financial age. And that mindset? It's rare. You're not just an investor, you're early. And you're calm, because you know how real wealth is built, silently, over time, by those who are willing to look foolish today to be free tomorrow. The reason you are rich is because you trained your emotions, not just your wallet. You mastered fear. You stayed focused when others got distracted. And that discipline, that mindset, is your biggest asset. The XRP Rich List is a mirror. It reflects not just what you hold, but how you think. And that's what separates you from the crowd. Because you are rich, not just in tokens, but in the mental strength it takes to hold them. Part 8. This is what sets you apart. In a world driven by fear, you chose belief. When the media mocked, when friends doubted, when prices dipped, you didn't run. You stood your ground. That's what separates the noise from the signal. That's what places your name, even if quietly, on the XRP Rich List. This list isn't about money. It's about mindset. It's about having the courage to see value before others do. It's about holding firm when the world trembles. And it's about understanding that wealth doesn't shout, it whispers. The XRP Rich List whispers your name. And when the day comes, when XRP isn't questioned but quoted, the world will look at you differently. But the truth? You've been different all along. You are rich not just in holdings, but in vision, resilience, and timing. This journey isn't for everyone. Most will never understand it. But you do. You always have. So remember, the XRP Rich List is more than a chart. It's a quiet symbol of those who saw before it was obvious. Those who trusted when others panicked. Those like you. You are rich, and this is only the beginning. Remember why you're still here. If you're watching this now, it means something inside you refuses to quit. You weren't here just for price. You were here for purpose. You studied the charts. You read between the headlines. You saw what most still ignore. And in that silence, something grew. Conviction. A mindset not shaken by fear, but strengthened by it. The XRP Rich List doesn't care about hype. It records only belief. Belief backed by action, by patience, and by time. It's the list of those who don't just dream, they prepare. And you are rich because you stayed when it was easier to leave. Let others call it luck later. Let them say they knew it all along. But deep down, you'll know. This wasn't luck. This was courage. This was foresight. This was you. So when the storm calms and the world finally sees XRP for what it truly is, remember this moment, because this is where legends began. This is where silence turned into legacy. You weren't just early, you were right. You are rich. And this channel, XRP Today USA, will be here every day to remind you you're not alone.